Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see what is the time response of first order system. Time response of first order system. So for better understanding of what is the meaning of the order, so you can see my previous videos for better understanding what is the meaning of first order system. So let us understand first what is the meaning of the order of system. So let us consider the g of s. Here it will be that is equals to 1 by st. I am considering st here. So because it is a first order system, we have considered like this. So it is the first order systems. So for this, if you consider a unity feedback, let us consider a unity feedback control system. A unity feedback control system. Based upon that, we are going to see how it is going to getting the time response. We have understand what is the meaning of the time response. Now we are going to see what is the response of first order system. So let us take the first order system. So we will define what is the first order system first, then okay, right. Here C of s divided by R of s will become, what is C of s divided by R of s? That is 1 by st divided by 1 plus 1 by st into 1. So what you are going to get? 1 by st divided by, take LCM, st plus 1 divided by st and will gets cancelled, 1 by 1 plus st. So like this we are going to get. Now we will see what is the response of this first order system. So C of s can be written as C of s divided by R of s, we got, that is 1 by 1 plus st. So C of s will be written as, that is equals to something R of s into 1 by 1 plus st. R of s is equals to 1 by 1 plus st. So now we want the time response, means we have to take the inverse Laplace transform. So let us take the inverse Laplace transform of this, that will be R of s divided by 1 plus st. So based upon this formula, we are going to get what is the time response of the first order system. This is the formula which we are going to use for finding the time response of the first order system. So in this we are going to derive, so let us consider what we are going to derive the different responses here. That will be, first one we are considering unit step response. Let us take, so we are already know what are the type of signals which we are used for testing of the control system. unit step response of first order system. Next, second one I am considering unit ramp response of first order system. Next we are going to consider, third one will be unit impulse response of first order system. Unit impulse response of first order system. So in this video we are going to study one case. So next two cases we will study in the another video. So let us take the first case we are going to study here. What is the unit step response of first order control system? Let us consider that case. So first side heading will be, first response will be unit step response of first order control system. So here we are having, so how to find the unit step response of the first order system. So whenever you consider unit step, so what is the input you are giving for the first order system? That is the unit step input you are giving. So we can write, first we will write C of s divided by R of s. We got it as 1 by 1 plus s. This is we are already got from the previous equation. So C of s can be written as, that is equals to R of s into 1 by 1 plus st here. Next, what is the input you are giving? That is R of t, sorry, it is not R of t, u of t we are giving, unit step response will be, that is equals to 1. So u of s, or that is also equals to, given as R of s, we are going to get Laplace transform of u of t, that is equals to, what you are going to get? You are going to get Laplace transform of 1 is equals to 1 by s. That means R of s you are giving here, it is 1 by s. Now let us consider C of s. C of s is equals to R of s into, that is 1 by 1 plus st. See here how to differentiate or how to separate these terms by using the partial fractions. Before going to that, I am going to write this equation into time domain form so that we can get very easily. So let us convert this into time domain form. So 1 by, we are going to convert that as s into, let us take here t as common from the second one. So what you are going to get, that will be s plus 1 by t, s plus 1 by t. This can be written as 1 by t divided by s into s plus 1 by t. So now you can define very easily, that is C of s. So how many number of poles are there, how many number of zeros are there, you can define very easily here. So that is what we are going to see here. So here you are going to get C of s can be is equals to 1 by t divided by s into s plus 1 by t. So this is called as the time domain form. So with this we are going to see what is the C of s we got here. Next we want to find what is C of t. C of t can be written as, that is inverse Laplace transform of 1 by t divided by s into s plus 1 by t. So now we have to find the inverse Laplace transform. For that, first I will separate the term, that is by using the partial fractions, that is s plus 1 by t. Let us separate the terms, that will be a by s here, a by s plus b by s plus 1 by t. So take LCM on both sides, that is 1 by t into s plus 1 by t, that is equals to a into s plus 1 by t plus b into s divided by s into s plus 1 by t. So if you take LCM on both sides, so the denominators will get cancelled on the both sides. Now you see 1 by t into as plus a by t plus bs. So if you compare the coefficients of constants, so if you now you are going to compare, let us compare the constant coefficients, here 1 by t, here also 1 by t coefficients. So if you compare that, what you are going to get? So I will write the a value here, it will be 1 by t is equals to a by t. So t will get cancelled. What is the value of a? A is equals to 1 we got. Next, now you compare the values of b. Let us compare the values of s coefficients. So s coefficients will be, what are the s coefficients here? A plus b. On the left hand side you are not having anything, that will become 0. So a value you already know b, so then b value will become minus 1 because a is equals to 1. So b value is equals to 1, a value is equals to 1. You substitute it here, then what you are going to get? That will be, we can write c of t will be finally, c of t is equals to Laplace transform of, separate, a value will be 1 by s minus b value will be 1 by s plus t we got. Now we have to take the inverse Laplace transform of this one. So whenever you take the inverse Laplace transform of this one, what you are going to get? That will be c of t is equals to, what is inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s? That will be 1 minus, what is inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s plus a? That will be e to the power of minus a into t. So you use that formula, then you are going to get here e to the power of minus a value will be 1 by t and t you are going to get. So what we can write? Finally c of t, finally we can write c of t can be written as, that is equals to 1 minus e to the power of minus t by t. That will be, this is the formula. I will write here c of t is equals to 1 minus e to the power of minus t by t. So this is the formula we got here. So where you can take the c of t formula will be, that is equals to 1 minus e to the power of minus t. So if you plot the graph for these values, let us plot the graph here. Plot the graph between c of t with versus t. Let us consider c of t versus t here. So when t is equals to 0, let us consider when t is equals to 0. What is c of t? C of t will become 1 minus e to the power of 0 here. Then what you are going to get? That will be 1 minus 1 e to the power of 0 will be 0. Next, when t is equals to, let us consider capital T. C of t will become 1 minus e to the power of minus 1 you are going to get. That will be 1 minus something you are going to get as 0.3378. That will be, what is answer? 0.632 you are going to get. So t is equals to 2t you consider. What is c of t will become? That is 1 minus e to the power of minus 2. So something you are going to get, that is 0.865. That means if you draw the graph, if you plot the graph between these values, let us draw the plot. The graph will be, so what you are going to get? The response will be like this. How you are going to get the response? You are going to get the response will be like this. See here how the response c of t versus t. The response will be, if you observe clearly, it is exponentially increasing. We can say it is exponentially increasing. The value is exponentially increases. So if you take different values, let us consider at t is equals to t, capital T. Next, you are going to get another different value at t is equals to 2t. So you are going to get another different value at t is equals to 3t, like this. So exponentially increasing. Whenever you require the exponentially increasing in nature, the response, so we are going for unit step response for the first order system. So this is the response of the system with respect to time. What is the nature? We can say exponentially increasing in nature. We can write the nature of these characteristics will be exponentially increasing here. So this is called as the response of the first order system with unit step input. That's all in this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any query, please make comment in the comment box. I can reply. Thank you very much.